in it, so I got to see as I go. I really don't know right now.
Do you understand how big you are already?
No. I don't be knowing until like I go. Yeah, I don't. I still like be regular. Like when I go places and people be realizing like this Bun the Bee, I be like, who Bun the Bee? Like that's me. Yeah. I be shocked when people notice me.
So what's the alter ego to Bun the Bee?
Like what you mean?
Like is there another side of you? Like that
you a Gemini? I know that.
It is another side of me, but I show them everything. Y'all know I stay live. Like they see both my side. They know like she a sweet girl and everything. Like people know I fuck with everybody in the city. I'm humble, but when people try me, I'm ready to go live and talk about you. Yeah.
What do you think your fans love about you the most?
I think they love like the cordial one. Like she fuck with everybody.
FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
Oh, I can cuss on here. Oh.
It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
I think they like me because like they've been watching my journey. They seen some shit that didn't work out to me for me, and I killed it. They see stuff that didn't work out, and they see me like I kept going.
We'll see the Washington Commanders taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Washington Commanders. In the air, the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And here's a look at their leader, setting 6'4".
And last week, Washington, despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what soaked them last week resolves itself this time around.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The numbers for him from a week ago. Now you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
Well, they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them under a heavy rush,
and down he goes. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
3rd down and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
They know, like, I feel like they know on start.
Like, they thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
Wake up in the morning. Walk us through it, because I know you got some new
back to throw. Daniels. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Yeah, he'll try to run with this. And a short gain down to about the 33. They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd and 2, Daniels. That is caught. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely, as one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Looking to throw. Daniels. Over the middle, complete. It's short. Touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide open offense, so we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage with 15. It's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Why did you take that break?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Keanu, the one who got in to bury him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
He's into the secondary. Touchdown, Washington. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now
And then I had people text me, when you go drop a song, when you go drop a song.
I just did.
No, I'm like, when am I going to drop a song? Because I don't know either.
Oh, okay.
But I feel like people want to focus on me, like they probably want to focus on bigger artists.
Okay.
So,
You just feel like you were in a
yeah,
situation.
and people,
drive
they
that
stop
time. And the
gravitating
result,
towards
a
me.
touchdown
Like,
for
they,
Washington.
like, when they ain't dropping no music, but we still following her for real. I'm following, yeah.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
What advice could you give to someone who gets into a bad situation and how to climb yourself out of it?
The
Tell us
Chiefs
how you
offense about set to begin this drive.
Drop your music.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys stepped up. They need something positive to happen. They need for it to happen now.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. That's second down.
Okay. Yeah. So we got to go look for it.
Do y'all research?
Do you like your situation? Let's.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh my God.
Complete to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Because I'm asking these.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
But boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
He's ready today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Needing the top yards, they run it with their fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
Mahomes throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 catches, 129 yards, and he threw a touchdown in there for good measure.
And how about the first month that he's had? Leads the league in receiving, making all the big catches, and becoming a bona fide #1 guy for his team.
Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle. When you're down early, how do you get back to the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Throwing now is Mahomes. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
They'll tell you who they know, who they want. That's who I see, daytime people who I be around. They got
on 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard of a pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big body guys in the middle of this game, has got to be priority 1.
2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. No gain on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gain, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10.
Every time people see me, they say, whatever that means.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. The broken tackle could not fool him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Justin Jefferson with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So here's Washington now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in. The good news for them right now, they've got the lead and the football. On 1st and 10, Daniels. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, Daniels. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The ball back to the Chiefs and Isaiah Pacheco. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as
What the fuck, man?
You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. And we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Now a 2nd and 10.
Solid foundation, and y'all are locked in with each other. No matter what the hell goes on in the outside world, it will not break up what y'all built.
Yeah, I agree. We might. It depends. At least think about it. And then too, I'm shy. Like you are not shy. Like in the studio, I can't.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He may go. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Not to you, but somebody else.
On first down, Daniels.
We put you in the studio tomorrow.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Who would you say, who else in the culture is bringing this
first
city
and
back?
10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33.
We are starting to see
operating from the gun, Daniels.
You saying like bringing the city back?
He loses the football. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
I know it's a phrase that sounds really cool, strip sack, but all we're talking about is getting to the guy, getting to the passer, making the tackle, making the play, but do a little bit extra, right? Stripping the ball out, working the arm free. That's become a big emphasis for all defenders.
Yeah, and as a defender with the emphasis, this is something that's practiced.
Practiced all the time. Taking the ball away, creating turnovers, that's really job one for any defense, because that's how you win in today's NFL.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throws.
What the fuck?
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Look at us now. I'm really happy that we all can do it. Like, we all on the charts right now.
That is straight. It's Pacheco. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 97 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half. The Chiefs hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they're coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Oh my God!
First down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
They'll roll him out right. And he's got his big tight end here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Male-wise, I was Future. Who we had back then? Lil Wayne, Gucci Man.
They'll run here with Akers. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
That shit is everywhere.
Yeah,
Two songs that are insane, but tell us about the process of that project. And now, is it a
Now it's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. This will cost him 11 yards there on the second and goal sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
I just gave them some y'all can go listen to. So this ice cream summer was like, just listen to this until I drop
Big
this.
play coming here. It's third and goal.
Speaking of ice cream summer, I saw bun or something.
Yeah.
What is the perfect bun or something? Like, describe that.
Okay. Bun or something is like, it's my shit. Like, I feel it's my shit.
Like, you take it
Mahomes
over
now to
time.
throw.
Yeah.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3.
And caught that. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover. But I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on first down.
A run by Pacheco on second down. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 13-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with third and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Pacheco once again. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 115 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Now Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Justin Jefferson with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kicks away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Washington offense heading out. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. To throw on second down, Daniels.
If you could describe everything that you have went through thus far, all the way back to your elementary school days.
The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Now, mentally, emotionally, and physically, in 3 words.
Back to throw, Daniels. Taken down, cheap sack. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? Well, let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. They juked him. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC's offense ready to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
You have no
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more gifted.
No doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
When you take care of your crew, you get blessed. Right. When Jay-Z turns the corner in the Bentley, his crew
Mahomes now on 1st down.
in the Bentley.
Being chased out left. And Mahomes picking up the 1st as he slides and hits the deck. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Now I got a little jury on.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage. And that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Right, you can't make everybody happy. Right.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Open man right side is Rice. Yeah, the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Because my situation, like anybody getting mad at me should be embarrassed. Right. I'm damn near 70.
They'll run here with Pacheco. He's going to go about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
I'm damn near 70.
The spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there.
It's in like 3 days. People don't understand that. One day you're 50.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
That's what I like about Jay-Z.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Justin Jefferson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Yeah, because
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. Now after the touchdown, here's Bucker on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Looking to throw on second down. Daniels. Throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
That was the first moment of my life.
And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
The whole Compton move. Dr. Dre co-signed.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And they will take over first and 10. Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
We got the next.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Pacheco gets it again on second down, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, he got 4 on third down. That'll be caught by Rice. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it right there. Get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. Because man coverage is typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Mahomes flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Mahomes again here on second and 10. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
So true. So, I told him that. And I remember I shared this with people, right? He said,
this will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
You gotta choose which pain you want. That's what he said. You gotta choose which pain you want.
Now here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
It was the greatest greatest thing that ever happened, because I probably would have kept coming back if it wouldn't have happened that way. And I'm here to tell
again,
you,
it's
men and women,
Mahomes.
sometimes it's good to
Steps away to his left.
You think the kids
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Educate yourself to become a better man, better woman. And I'm here today
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll set up a throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
But I've seen it all. And the best thing sometimes is let your baby mom go on, right? You move on with your life. And the kids going to love them. Why? Because they get to Christmases.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
You try to stay to make it work, and all you do is argue. That's not good for the child. You realize that you get pushed away.
He'll look to throw.
Every day, and that's not good for the child. So you
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Justin Jefferson with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14.
To this day,
maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Because he didn't have background dancers. It was just him.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Listen to me.
The final shot before break, Daniels. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
All these guys were just phenomenal. I mean, they paved the way.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
DMX was amazing. And like I said, Busta Rhymes,
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 138 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. Here's Pacheco headed right. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8.
Actually, Vegas, it was me, Tupac, Mike Tyson. We all hung out during that day. And after the fight, we went to the club.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. They'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And he will have a Chiefs first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
It was like, you can actually feel it in your skin. Yeah, it's like it was, man, it was painful. I stayed in the
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's when I felt that he died. So I had 5 bigs.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
At the time. And hanging out, Biggie.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, they backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
In those situations, did anything seem off? Did it seem like a normal Saturday or normal Friday?
2nd and 10.
Did anything seem off or just seem like a normal day? It seemed like a normal day, but I saw all the street guys.
Running left to give to Pacheco. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here. They hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
People hang out with outcasts because they on Sunset Boulevard. Get ready to do their outward face.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First possession of the second half now for Washington.
Sinai Hospital. Sinai.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Unite your team. Ignite your brand.
Looking to throw. Daniels. He finds his man. Complete. That's short. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards to pick up. First down, Washington. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up and keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 67 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. They've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Like I said, you see so much depth. And it affects everybody different. Yeah, for sure. And it's something that you said that was very important. I appreciate
Off the play fake. Daniels.
This is all burn. Just
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, Daniels. He finds his man, complete. That's short. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw again. That is caught inside the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but now any run after it.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now receiver in motion left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders get a bit closer. Elliott on for the extra point.
Me and him is tight. But I want everybody to know.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
When I go back and I think of Messi, I think of creativity. Yes. I think of the videos. I think
and he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And that's not a knock on anybody that's in the genre that she's in.
The ball back to the Chiefs, and Isaiah Pacheco is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
They're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll send Rice in motion. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
You're really good, you have success, but I want to see him do something else. He does something else.
They'll try and pick it up in McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Man, I want to see the whole thing. So how do we get, because you see a lot of rappers, a lot of entertainers, be it R&B or whatever the case may be, they try to expand. Kudos to Beyonce. Yes. Because I don't know.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. They'll give him about 4 on the play, but he's marched short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
You have to go away, country. Amazing. That's truly amazing.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold it to just a yard.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
And I've seen everything from lane.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Complete. Jefferson to target. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here, you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. They'll look to throw again. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, 2 more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
And you don't see the Hollywood video. The only thing he had is
and they'll go with the ground attack here. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The throw on 2nd down. Daniels. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag routes to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
It's going to be the easiest money you'll ever make in your life.
Throwing on first down. Daniels. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Commanders have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
I hate that somebody got to say it to someone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
No disrespect. No man.
It's taken in right around the goal line.
That's just me. Well, I think the thing is, how do you see yourself?
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
That's your true talent. They put you in check, right? You do collab. One rule I got, I sign in front of the check.
Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I guarantee you, someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it. 2nd and 5.
15, 20 shows a week, yes. Because you're just trying to make some turn. Now, you think medium. They get on and do a scan on social media.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
It's so different now than what it was then. What do you like now about the new comedians?
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Mahomes, open man right side of St. Brown. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
You see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Forced out to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit and gets a small gain on the play.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Rice. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
I told the story years ago. Once I got locked up in L.A.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
You go there because they don't want to deal with general.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Rice. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me switch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on it.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
All in the same cell that week. So, you can still hear other people talk.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open
open spaces into big yardage all night long.
He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a first down as well.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing.
Come on, Pacheco!
Maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. They'll give him 4 yards there. And 3rd and 8 now.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
To help pave the way, and now it's going to be the slingshot come right behind him.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
So I watched
Hard throw.
Motherfucker!
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And I had a choice. I wanted to see which person I was going to pick.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Stayed at business manager's apartment.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Yeah, no thought to bring this one out. They'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now a throw here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
The throw over the middle, taken in. That one, a first down pickup of 8. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays and send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard.
They have the light view.
Back to throw. Daniels is going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
West of the country.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
To the rest of the country,
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral. Because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way.
Most people in this country and world who have a high copy IQ, that's how they base success. Or you have to be on TV.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. To Jefferson on the slant. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
So when I talk to certain people,
and he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And it's not, and one thing I've learned in life is not how much you make, it's how much you keep. Yeah, see?
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means if I want to run it inside, if he gets strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Once I got to position, TK it out.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They will enjoy it. They will enjoy it. And that's
throwing now is Mahomes.
Yes.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. And a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
I read a lot, and
they go play fake. Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. He's got Otten. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
But that's not the thing. Yeah.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
People get on my social media, some women like, I got 3 kids, I need blah, blah, blah. And you don't know whether to believe them because so many people lie. And you don't
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
And then if I take it deep, I'm like, yo, you had sex with 3 men and you're struggling, your choices is probably ahead. You're like, well, you probably struggled with the first one. Exactly. It's a better situation for the second. So men of our caliber, we don't like to make decisions like that. Like, I don't want to be in a situation.
Pacheco gives it up the gut. Now he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with a touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
I struggle.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
I want all of you people.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. He finds his man complete. That's short. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
You look at him, you say, well, he's a failure. No, there's just delayed success. Yes, right. Successful. Yes. And so I think the thing is that people get upset. Oh, you got this, you got that. But
operating for the gun, Daniels. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Looking to throw on second down. Daniels. He finds his man complete. It's short.
You can tell he's walking with success.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Daniels. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best. But these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles. And a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. But if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, for the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
67 years old. You take care of something, you're going to be a bad old star, old guy. You're still has some type of help.
The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
That's right.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
If you can recreate any
So for Kansas City, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Washington, thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.
UPS, be unstoppable.
And you can't teach nobody nothing if you ain't been through nothing. Right. So everything I went through made me the man I am today. I'm happy. healthy, I'm independent. Kids are graduating from college, I got grandkids. I live to see that.
Right.
You understand what I mean? I live to see it. People watching us, they won't make it to that.
Right.
Or they have grandchildren already at a young age. But it's nothing like it. The way you're really supposed to go. You're supposed to get your grandkids in your 50s and 60s. Not at 30, not at 40.
Right.
Right? This is being honest, right? You know, because you want to have so much wisdom and knowledge that you can teach your grandchildren something. You have grandkids in your 40s, you're going to pretty much, they don't see the nonsense that you still have in your life. And that's just not, I don't agree with that.
You met early in your career Keenan, Richard Pryor, Prince. What was it like to meet? I mean, they weren't at the level that they became, so you got them in their early years.
Yes.
And to see Keenan Ivory Williams, and to see what he created with A Living Color, and you see him, him and Robert Townsend writing, and you see what he's been able to do with his brothers, Marlon and Sean and Damon. You see Richard Pryor, goes without saying, and Prince, the way he could write, could play all the instruments, could entertain. He's one of one, and we might not ever see anything like that again.
100%. Totally agree.
Did you understand that you were in the presence of greatness then?
No. You took it for granted because we didn't know.
Right.
Because we were kids, right? Prince was a phenomenal guy. Saw his career take off. But Prince used to have a club in Minnesota that he used to do comedy shows because he was a big fan of comedy and loved TK. I get excited when I have these interviews because I start thinking about what I've accomplished.
Right.
Shit is amazing.
Well, did he have the club before Glam Slam or First Down?
After.
Okay.
After. And he was just amazing. I remember being in the studio and he had like 20 pieces of equipment. Here come each one to set it up.
Yeah.
You don't, that's impressive now. Right. Back then you just think that's what you're supposed to do. Yeah. It's insane. When you talk about Richard Pryor, I was getting my master's degree at Cal State Northridge in California. I lived on Parthenia Avenue. I lived 2 doors from Richard Pryor. Wow. Didn't even know it at the time. He lived 2 doors down from me. I was on a track scholarship, so they had me in this beautiful home on Parthenia, and got to meet Richard Pryor down the line. And me being crazy, I always just say I wish I could have saw him running down Parthenia on fire, right? Because I would have told him I needed a certain amount of money. I'd throw this water on him. That was almost my inside joke. I wish I saw him on fire so I could bargain with him to get a few dollars. Crazy story. And Keenan to this day is the Kennedys of comedy. I'll say the Kennedys and the Jackson 5.
Yeah.
He understood the game.
Right.
He took care of his family.
He put all them on. Damon,
Marlon, last one.
Sean, Kim.
Yes. Every last one, which was phenomenal. And when you grow up in a family, you see brothers and sisters arguing, you think that might be the way the world's supposed to be. And then it's the Wayans. And they show you how family is supposed to take care of each other.
Absolutely.
Because of Keenan, mostly all of them are millionaires. Because of Keenan, most of them have a job. And I've seen it all, right? And I haven't seen Keenan in years, but he put me in I'm Gonna Get You Sucker.
Yeah.
He put me in I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. And I wasn't really doing stand-up at that time, but he liked me as a person. Robert Townsend put me in The Black, the Bold, the Beautiful. He loved me as a comedian. I played the butler in The Black, the Bold, the Beautiful. And sitting here talking to you, Shannon, I'm just so thankful about what I've accomplished.
Because I think the thing is, like, when you're an athlete or you're anything and you have success, I don't know if you really get an opportunity to enjoy it while you're in it.
I totally agree.
Because you don't want it to go away, so I got to stay focused on this.
Yes.
And then when you're done, and as you get older, you get into your 40s, and the career is starting to dwindle down, and you're not doing it as much. You get into your 50s or 60s, you're still doing comedy, and hopefully you can continue for as long as you want.
Yes.
But sometimes, like when you're in stuff, I really never appreciated my career when I was in it, because I was too caught up in it, and I was so afraid that it might go away.
Yeah.
So I didn't get an opportunity to enjoy it. Like, man, I won a Super Bowl, or I did this, or I did that. Now I get an opportunity to look back, 20 plus years after my career, and I'm like, damn, I guess I was okay. I guess I did okay.
That's so true. It's a beautiful feeling, man. I love it.
Yeah.
Beautiful feeling. And people always want to know when I'm getting married. That's been this big thing.
Yeah, when you get married?
I'm going to say it on your show. I've been married now for over 30 years.
Oh, you back to the game of comedy, huh?
I'm married to the almighty man God.
Oh, okay.
That's who I'm married to.
Right.
So I still have my fun.
Yeah.
I got somebody who I love.
Right.
That I give a PDD to. You know what PDD is? A proper dick down. Because when people on social media, they're like, "Oh, you're gonna die alone and all that."
Yeah.
And I tell people, I got news for you. You're gonna die by yourself anyway.
Right. Yeah.
Ain't nobody jumping in there with you.
Yeah, like that.
People are crazy.
Take me.
Yeah. People is insane with that, So, I'm all right, Shannon.
Yeah.
I'm on Shannon's shop, Listen to me. I predicted I was going to be on your show 3 years ago.
I appreciate you taking time to come on me.
3 years ago, I told my team, they said, "TK, what did you do Shannon show?" I said, "Calm down." That's how I always move. Calm down. It's going to happen. It's in the universe already. And it has to come natural. Because if we go after it, we ain't going to get it.
Right.
Y'all called me.
Yes.
Which is beautiful. Right. And when a team calls you, you know you want it.
Yes.
And I always tell people, go where you celebrate it, not tolerate it.
Correct.
And you're celebrating me. And it's a difference.
Right. Eddie and Charlie. You met them, you
Yes. And I knew it was coming, but let me share it with you. All I could say with the Charlie Murphy situation, because everybody thought it was Eddie Murphy.
Right.
But it's really Charlie Murphy. Mm-hmm. All I could say, I never got a chance to apologize to Charlie, because he had died.
So you were a klepto back then?
No, I wasn't a klepto. I was just doing stupid shit.
This was me, huh?
No, I was just doing stupid shit.
Yeah. Why you take the man Rolex, TK?
I was just doing stupid shit. It was a bad thing. I was 19 years old, 20 years old.
So how long had you known him, Charlie?
I didn't know him that long at all.
Damn, TK?
Yeah. It was a bad situation.
And you made it? I mean, you went to jail for a couple of times. But I'm saying, you made it to be 66. You really blessed. I see why you turned your life over to the man.
That's right.
God, you like, hold on. I'm living foul out here.
No.
Did you think about it at the time? Because when you're doing stuff, TK, you don't really think bad stuff's going to happen.
No, I agree.
You don't really think about it. And then you get back and look back like, damn.
But I was crazy when I was young.
Really?
Yeah, man.
You live in the streets.
Yeah, people don't know that. I've given so many people a pass over the last 10 years that things have happened.
Mm-hmm.
They have no idea the kind of man I used to be. But
that grew out of you, or the man that you are now. So is it like, you're like, you know what, you're at peace now with who you are?
Yes.
Obviously you say you're a man of God, and you talking a little bit, I can see that in you. So you think that's what it is?
I think we grow up.
Everything don't got to be solved with violence, huh?
Yeah, everything has to be solved with violence, and what you learn in life is they got a place for you.
Yeah.
You can be tough all you want.
They can break.
They got a place, and they broke me.
Really?
Yeah, they broke me because I was on probation for like 20 years.
Damn.
Yeah, so you understand, but not in one state. I would get in trouble in one state, they give me 5 years.
You move to another one.
Then I get in trouble in another state, they give me 5 years.
Damn.
So after 20 years, I had submitted.
It's the big summer sale. Shop and save on styles made
Stood because they wasn't playing. They wasn't playing. And I got in trouble with Puffy in 1998.
What happened with that situation?
I had robbed Puffy. And
really, TK?
Yeah, Doug, I'll tell you, I was crazy. And the Judge Margaret at that time, she wasn't playing. And Margaret was like, she didn't care about Puffy. What she cared about was how did he get away with all the other shit. That was her concern. She wasn't playing. Because, you look at somebody's record.
Right.
She's saying, like, I should have been locked up years ago.
Right.
How did he get to me? That means somebody wasn't doing their job. That's how she felt.
She's going to make sure she do her job.
She's going to do her job. And I could tell she was not playing. So I out-finessed her, right? I told you I'm smart. I out-finessed her.
What you say? You fell on the mercy of the court. Say, hey.
I out-finessed her. I got the best attorneys. But things, when I say out-finessed, the universe wants to see you win.
Right.
So I tell you the story. I don't think I told it on nobody else's show.